See, what a lot of people don't know about Iris was, I mean, it was, well, everybody knew it was on the City of Angels soundtrack, which is what we were gonna, we were writing the song, and then I wrote the song for the soundtrack, and we were working on our album at the same time, and then we thought, wow, this is a really good song. We're just gonna throw it on our record too, and then the City of Angels thing blew up out of control, and then, and Iris remained a hit for a long time. I mean, the record for that song being number one just got broken by Ed Sheeran, and that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It took 20 years to break that record, and it was 19 weeks at number one, and we were nominated for 4 Grammys, for that song and for Dizzy Up the Girl. People don't realize that, but I was like, there's no way we're gonna win. So I had a friend of mine print me up a T-shirt on the night that we were nominated for 3 Grammys, and it said, I was nominated for 3 Grammys and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. And they asked, how did this happen? You must be heartbroken. Yeah, you lost 3 Grammys. And I just opened up my shirt like, hey, here it is. It was really fun. Do I wish we had won? Hell yeah. But I still had fun. I still went to the party and had a great time. Well, I wrote it for the film City of Angels, and I actually went back to the film Wings of Desire, which I believe City of Angels was based on. And I watched that, and that movie was really, I wrote it from the perspective of the guy, the angel guy, who was just like, he'd give up everything just to feel this human thing. And then he comes, and then it sort of comes true for him. It's sort of a weird, like, reverse Pinocchio kind of story. He became a real boy. The angel becomes a real boy. You know what I mean? It was kind of this weird story, and he realizes how painful it is to be a human. But it's like the point of being human is to, like, experience that pain in a sort of non-judgmental way, because that's the essence of being human. Is the ups and the downs. And it's like, and accepting the low parts. You don't have to like it, but you have to accept it. That was the one thing that I was taught. Things aren't always great for me, but I gotta accept that, and it makes me that much grateful for when things are up. And I think that was kind of what Nicolas Cage was learning in that movie, and it was really, it was moving to me, and I got to go to the premiere, and I got to sit right behind Nicolas Cage. I sat there looking at the back of his head. That's my brush with fame. Well, Robbie and I we were kneeling down in front of the glass, and Rob Cavallo said, we need to put strings on this. And we had never done strings before, and we were like, what? Because we still consider ourselves alternative rock snobs, and amongst those K-rock type circles, we were still cool. We knelt down on the floor in front of the window, and we watched this 16-piece orchestra start sawing away. Bum, 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 bum. And I looked at Robbie, and I'm like, we ain't going back, And this was like, it was a risk. It was a big risk, and we took it. And I'm glad we took it because we're still here, And that song, it slammed a lot of doors behind us, but it opened 1,000 times more doors in front of us. And that song has been like part of so many people's lives, and so many people have written me notes and talked to me at meet and greets and shows, stopped me in the airport. It's like almost every day, Home Depot. I'm a god at Home Depot in Hollywood. We were sort of just imitating the film in that movie, cutting
ourselves into scenes.
Yeah, we sort of became part of this movie in a weird way.
They actually brought some props from the movie, like coats and things for us to wear, which they took. They wouldn't let us keep. We tried.
But it's been an incredible gift that I never get sick of that one. How can you get sick of a gift?